Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Engine, everyone's favorite long-standing Space Engine series. Or something along those lines. Anyways, where am I? I believe this is Andromeda. Yeah, it's Andromeda, which means that's the Milky Way? Yeah, it is. Right, let's get into it, shall we? It's currently raining outside, which is fantastic. It's been very dry, and we've been having wildfires. So I'm glad to see the rain. First off, let's go. Aha, it does exist. Alright, I was asked to go here, so I'm going to go here. Alright, we have a red dwarf. And, I was supposed to look at planets or something around them. I forgot to check. No, it's just a red dwarf. It's a red dwarf companion of a yellow dwarf. That's actually fairly common. Oh wait, the temperature. Huh. Yeah, it's a little red dwarf. I forgot what I was looking for here. I thought it was a planet. I guess I was wrong. But yeah, red dwarf. Binary pair with the yellow dwarf. And yeah, I don't know. Let's carry on, I suppose. Alright, I actually got a new mouse recently. It's a nice little wireless one. And it's because the middle mouse button on my old one broke. Which, that always seems to be the case. I do a lot of 3D work, so I use the middle mouse button all the time. And so I go through mice a lot. And it's always the middle mouse button that breaks. And it's so annoying, so... In that case, it was the scroll wheel, which was, like, unbearable. But, oh well. Now, I was asked to look for, a habitable planet around a pulsar with marine life. So, let's see if I can find pulsar. There's a way I can do searches. I never do the search option on this, though. Featured locations. Perfect alignment. Wait, I have locations? I do not have locations. Right. Where is the, like, man, I need to actually learn all the proper stuff here, because, like, I remember there's a way to do searches for objects, and, I never use it, and I feel terrible about that, but I probably should. Information, wiki, universe map, solar system chart, star browser. I wonder. Ooh, okay. Okay. Procedure stars. Doesn't matter. Let's say neutrons. No, not white dwarfs. Let's say neutron stars. Okay. Search radius. Let's do 100,000 light years. I did not find any neutron stars. I don't know how to get this to work. Alright, we'll look for, oh wait, it's populating. But are these random stars? These other things are pulsars. Oh, they are neutron stars. Oh. Alright. Let's find ones that have life then. See, you'd think I would know this, but I never use this. So far, the prospects for life are not looking good. It makes sense. Neutron stars have incredibly hostile environments around them. So a planet close enough to be warmed by it will generally be also sterilized by it. But you never know. Let's keep looking. There's a lot of planets around these neutron stars, but no life. I mean, it's kind of like trying to find life in a petri dish next to a germicidal UV lamp. You're going to be hard-pressed. Then again, there's life forms that live on, like, uranium rods and nuclear cooling pools that actually eat the uranium. And, that's just wild. Or they gleam energy off of it, anyways. Either way, there's like biofilm that grows on uranium fuel rods, and it's like, okay, life finds a way. Now, they did say pulsar specifically, but pulsars are just rapidly rotating neutron stars. So I'm technically doing this right. Man, the prospects for life are very dim. I am not finding any within 326 light years. Maybe if I increase the search, let's go to 10,000. All right, looking for life, looking for life, looking for life. This is probably very boring, and I'm sorry. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find life around a neutron star. I'm sorry. It just seems to be the state of things. Unless it's like really exotic life, maybe that's a thing, but the game is not letting me see it. Although this isn't much of a game, it's more of a simulator. But whatever. I was also asked to look for like Terras. I wonder, let's do an experiment. Let's try to find an incredibly Earth-like planet. What hotkey was that? Okay. I think it was this one. Yeah, sure. No. Wait, what was it? Was it F3? No. Oh, wait a minute. No. Nope. I don't think it was... Ah, here we go. No, wait. This isn't it. I'm confused. I don't remember what button I pushed. I don't think it was... Wait a minute. This is the object. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's on the side here. Right. No. Come on. Find object. Star browser. Yeah, there we go. Star browser. Okay. Doesn't matter. We are looking for object to search planet and moon. I want parameters. I guess any. But I want... Can I like just straight up tell it to look for like Earth-like? Let's do temperate. Mass. Oceanic. Marine. Lacustrine. Super oceanic. Let's do... I guess oceanic. Any... Yeah, well... Terra. Looking for Terras. Composition. I guess any works. Composition. I want clouds. Organic life. Multicellular. Any biome. Exotic life. None. Organic life. Multicellular. Multicellular. Temperature warm, I guess. Marine Terra. I want clouds. Comet tails. I guess, comets. Right. I guess that will work. Let's see what we can find. Oh boy, there's a lot of systems it found. I thought there was a way to like actually change the parameter of like the Terra index or whatever it's called. I always forget what it's called. But yeah, no, I couldn't figure that out. Actually, let's change the parameter to just 500 light years, just to give it a an easier go of things. Come on, there has to be some nice Terras here. I guess not. Really? Within 500 light years? Nothing? Unless it's just taking a long time to load, which is possible. My computer is ancient. Wow, this video is taking a long time. I should probably talk about something. What's happened recently? The Artemis missions. They have announced that Blue Origin's going to do the lander for Artemis, like what, 4, 5, or 5, 6, 7, I guess, or 5 and 6 anyways. And it looks so much better than the one they originally came up with. Let's go looking manually. And I actually like it. I still think I liked Dianetics personally. I enjoyed their lander. I thought it was cool. But the new one from Blue Origin does look nice. We can see if they can actually do it. It's like, I know they're building their new Glenn rocket and they have a lot of hardware done, but they're very cryptic about it. And it's like, come on guys, just like keep us in the know. But I guess they just are doing what they do. Alright. This is a very... it's a very generic moon, actually. It's just a subterranean glacial. Oh, and Axiom launched to the Axiom 2 launched to the space station. So that's fun. Space tourists, I guess. I mean, they're going to be doing work, but it's basically just space tourism, honestly. It's not a bad thing. I think it's kind of cool. It's just... it doesn't seem as interesting as they make it out to be. I don't know. I think like the only one who's not terribly interested in the Axiom missions, because it's like they're kind of neat, but it's like you're just sending tourists into orbit, basically. And it's like, no, it's commercial spaceflight, and it's like, yeah, but they're just going into orbit and doing like nothing. I mean, they work, but it's like very basic work. And like on Axiom 1, they even were like complaining about all the work they do on the space station, and it's like, yeah. What did you expect? So, I don't know. Sending tourists into orbit, it's neat, but I don't really care about it that much. I really don't. When they start sending them to like the moon and stuff, I'll care, but for the time being, it's like, yeah, whatever. Good luck to them, but I'm not going to keep up to date with it. It just, I don't know. It's not pushing any boundaries or doing anything exciting. My goodness, I am completely upside down here. Okay. Oh, I also need to finish up the telescope. I'm just getting the last parts for it, and since the ground is now thawed, I can actually go and install the telescope at some point. I had to wait for the ground to thaw, because like the cabling for it has to be underground, just as a safety feature. And I'm also going to have to build a fence around the telescope, because it's going to be put up in a field where cows also hang out, and cows like to rub against things, so I need to keep the cows away from my telescope. I think it's kind of funny, actually. I actually like cows, so I find it funny that I have to keep them away from my telescope. Wrong button. Alright, what do we have here? Another subglacial. This game does really capture my views on life in the galaxy, where most of it's just going to be like microbes living in ice moons, with occasional multicellular complex life scattered about. Ooh. Oh. Lost that planet. Oh well. Trying to find something interesting. You know, let's find an interesting planet. That's an interesting planet. Let's go there. Ugh, my chest hurts. I think it's the humidity. Ooh, what a pretty little ringed planet. Ooh, and it has two stars. There they are. And they are both white. Ooh, wait a minute. This one's a white main sequence in A2, and this one's a B6. Interesting. And it has a large... wait, that's a planet. It's not a moon. This one has moons. It has a bunch of shepherding moons in the rings. Like little shepherding asteroids. And a larger moon over here. It's flying manually. Huh. Let's try out the other planet in the system. I'm kind of curious. My, look at you. Ooh. I guess it has, you know, fairly thick atmosphere, actually. It's 3 atmospheres. That's kind of pretty. I like that. I like a good, like, atmospheric disc from the back like that. Like the pictures of Pluto and, like, being backlit. Or Jupiter being backlit is really pretty because you can see its thin rings. I love that. So, yeah, here we go. A nice little blue ring. I wonder if I hold it here long enough, YouTube will use it as a thumbnail. Because I don't do custom thumbnails for space engine videos. I do this for other videos. Which, I have other videos on the go. I need to work on at some point. And, I went out magnet fishing again. And the pond is actually infilled more. Like, it's back up to, like, the grass level. So the pond is now fully full. Which makes magnet fishing from the shore harder, because I'm now further away from the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull out my my kayak, which I have a foldable kayak in a bag. And I'm going to take it out and magnet fish from my kayak in the middle of the pond and basically drag it along while I paddle around and see what I find. So that'll be fun, because I recorded a whole bunch when I went out, but I only found like nails and stuff. So I'll probably include it in the video, but it'll be like the intro, and the actual video will be me paddling around on the pond looking for stuff, like doing actual treasure hunting, because that's fun. And I've been meaning to get on my boat for a while. I love boats, but I can't really have a full-size boat because I have nowhere to put it. I have no space, so I compromise with a foldable kayak because it's a boat, but it's, you know, I can keep it in my closet. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see what we have over here now. Let's look for pretty planets. There's a lot of A types and B types. Like a lot of the really bright spectral type stars, the very hot stars. Oof, hot planets around a hot star. Who could have seen that coming? That's a galaxy I accidentally hit. Oh my god, it's like a molten ass planet. Yep. Ooh, a binary. Let's go there. I like me a good double world. Ooh. It has a nice thick atmosphere. 808 atmospheres. Where is your friend? There's your friend. What kind of conditions does your friend have? It's a sub-Terra. It also has a thick atmosphere. Interesting, interesting. This one has a much more complex atmosphere. I wonder, if I land on this planet, what will its little companion look like from the surface? So we're just going to crash into the ground. Rocks, right. Oh, that's kind of pretty. I like that. Now, can we actually see this companion from this planet? You know how cool it would be to live on a double planet? Like, I mean, like right now, we have the moon, and, you know, you look up, you see Luna, it's in the sky. It's about the size of the hole in lined, like, A2 paper, held at arm's length. So it's, you know, you kind of have an idea of what it's like to have a planet in your sky, but it's quite small. But having a massive planet in your sky, like, you know, a big, well, like basically this, where you have a very, like a large, proper, double, oh, cloud tops. Where even is the planet? I'm lost. Where'd it go? I feel kind of dumb. I think I misplaced a planet. Oh, there it is. I mean, Obi-Wan did the same thing. Star Wars jokes. You know who hates Star Wars the most? Star Wars fans. You will never find somebody who has more hatred and contempt for the franchise than Star Wars fans. And they hate Star Wars so much that they bullied George Lucas and caused him like actual emotional damage. And now they're like, oh, I wish George Lucas would come back and direct the movies. And it's like, no, he never will. There's even a quote of him saying that, like, well, it was like, every time I do anything, people yell at me. Why would I want to do that again? And it's like, yeah, so you will never find anybody who has more hatred, more contempt, and wants to commit more damage to Star Wars than Star Wars fans. Which is why, if you're ever talking about Star Wars, never seek the opinion of Star Wars fans. They are the worst people to talk to about Star Wars. It's interesting, I know, but it's true. Like, I like Star Wars. I'm not a huge, like, ultra fan of it. I would probably own a lightsaber if I had the money. But, and me and my friends send Star Wars memes all the time, and we watch the Star Wars shows. It's great fun. But I don't make hating certain Star Wars movies a personality trait, you know? Like, I don't make hating Rey a personality trait. I don't make hating the prequels a personality trait. Anakin Skywalker is the biggest Mary Sue in the entire franchise, and people don't want to hear that. They're like, no, it's Rey. Rey's a Mary Sue. It's like, well, yeah, no, she's granddaughter of a clone of a Sith Lord that intentionally manufactured her. Of course she's strong. And it's like, Anakin, same thing. He was made by midichlorians as punishment. So he's this chosen one who was able to fly a starfighter when he was 6 or 8 or however old he was. And it's like, yeah, he's a Mary Sue. Just get over it. It's Star Wars. All the characters in that show are like magical plot armor godlike beings. It's fantasy. It's science fiction fantasy. Just have fun with it. You don't have to make like seething hatred your personality. But that's my opinion of Star Wars. I don't know. I never liked Boba Fett that much. Like, his armor was cool, but as a character, it's like, I don't really care. Palpatine's probably my favorite character in Star Wars because he's just, like, hilariously evil, and it's just funny. Him and Obi-Wan are, like, the two best characters in Star Wars. Because, like, Obi-Wan's just delightful, and Palpatine's just hilariously evil. And the memes of either of them is hilarious. Like, it works. I'm more of a Star Trek fan. But even with Star Trek, I don't know. It's like, I remember when Discovery first came out, I really did not like it. And I did make it my personality to dislike it. But then I kind of realized it's just not worth it. Like, you know, it's not terrible. I still am not oh my god, let's not do that. I'm not a huge fan of Discovery. In fact, it's not my favorite Star Trek at all. But it's okay. But I do love a lot of the newer Star Treks. I think Picard was alright. I enjoyed Season 2 probably the most. Season 3 was pretty good. Season 1 was a bit of a slog to get through. But it's okay. I have nothing against it. I love Strange New Worlds, though. It's fantastic. It feels... my biggest thing is, I don't like TV shows that are like parts of a movie, basically. I don't like that format. I don't like the long overall arching plot where every episode ends on a cliffhanger. I really do not like that format. I only put up with it with Discovery, or with, not Discovery, Picard, because I enjoyed the characters. But, beyond that, I really don't like it. It's just, it's a format I hate. When Stargate Universe did it, I really didn't like it. And it's one of the reasons why I don't like Stargate Universe. I mean, Season 2 was much better than Season 1, but it was still such an just not fun show to watch. And it was in large part due to this, this, not episodic, but, like, this format. And it's like, I hate it. Whereas, things like Voyager and Deep Space Nine, where every episode was self-contained. There was an overarching plot, but each episode was its own entity within the plot. So you could watch them independently, and it was great. TNG, TOS, the episodes were all individual, and it was great. And Strange New Worlds has done that too, where there are threads that connect, but the episodes are all, you know, story of the week. And I love that. It's much more concise. It's like watching short stories. That's just me. Some people like that long format, and I really don't. I don't hate people for liking it, and I don't think they're wrong. It's purely based on opinions, and some people like it, some people don't. I don't, and people who do like it, perfectly valid opinion. I'm not going to say they're wrong because they're not wrong. Disagreeing with me on how TV shows should be formatted doesn't make somebody wrong. It means their tastes are different. I don't know. Same with Star Wars. I personally think Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars movie. Honestly, I like it better than the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the sequel trilogy. I like it. It's good. It's a good movie. I like the prequels. I enjoyed the sequels. I wouldn't say they were good, but I wouldn't say they were bad either. But the movies do not hurt me in any way. I guess I can just leave it at that. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. I ran 5 minutes overdue on this, talking about Star Wars and Star Trek, but I have no direction. So if you have any idea for topics you want me to talk about, for places to go, let me know and I'll do it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and space